While looking at bacteria on a microscope,
That right there, my friend, is a microscope.
Wow! Bacteria are so fascinating to watch. I was wondering, are bacteria animals?
Nope. Bacteria have their own kingdom as a form of life. They are not an animal or a plant.
I've never heard of their kingdom before. Can you tell me some more about it?
Okay, let's start then.
Bacteria are the sole member of kingdom Monera. Bacteria are classified under the kingdom Monera, Monera. Monera. It is the oldest kingdom of organism on Earth, as well as the most numerous. Monera is a kingdom that belongs to the prokaryote family. It contains unicellular organisms with prokaryotic cell organization, which means that they are single-cell organisms that do not have nucleus, just like bacteria. The kingdom Monera is divided into two types, namely the archaebacteria and eubacteria. Archaebacteria, as of term archae, is known as the oldest Monera still existing until today. This classification is also regarded as extremophile because of their ability to thrive in the most extreme and harshest environments. These unique organisms are thought to be the modern descendants of very ancient lineage of bacteria that evolved around sulfur-rich deep sea vents. Extremophile are divided into 8 types, namely acidophile, acid-loving; alkalophile, which lives in alkaline environments; barophile lives in high-pressure environments; halophile lives in place with high level of salt concentration; hyperthermophile thrives in environment with extremely high temperatures; sarcophile survives in extremely cold conditions; radiophile thrives in conditions with high level of condition; and xerophile, which lives in extreme dry environments. On the other hand, we have the eubacteria. This classification is often called as a true bacteria because most of them are found in common places and can be easily found. These organisms have a range of characteristics and are found in various conditions all throughout the different parts of the world. This type of bacteria can be found on your tabletop, on your pillow, and even on your mouth. Hey, do you want to see something cool?
Sure! What is it?
What you see there is called Mycobacterium, a bacteria that causes tuberculosis. And here's another one. Escherichia coli, a type of bacteria that normally lives in your intestine. It's also found in the gut of some animal.
I didn't know that some bacteria are different from each other.
Keen observation. Actually, bacteria comes in various shapes. There are 4 categories of the bacteria grouping, which is made on the basis of their shape. Bacillus, which is rod shape; Coccus, which is spherical shape; Vibrio, which is a coma shape; and Spirillum, which is spiral shape.
How do they feed themselves?
That's actually a good question. Moneras are autotrophic, meaning they make their own food through ether chemosynthesis, like nitrophile bacteria in the nitrogen cycle, or through photosynthesis. Others are heterotrophic, meaning that they cannot manufacture their own food by carbon fixation and therefore derive their intake of nutrition from other sources of organic carbon, mainly plant or animal matter. An example of these are parasitic bacteria that acquire food from the living host. Look around us. Since the human eye is not powerful enough to directly see microorganisms, bacteria are actually almost everywhere. You may not directly see them, but there are really some even living in the air which we breathe.
So, you're saying we're surrounded with bacteria?
Yes, some of them are even inside our bodies.
Now, that's a bit disturbing. Just wondering, how do they reproduce? Are Moneran organisms even useful to our environment?
Calm down, we have enough time to answer all of your questions. First of all, organisms under Monera reproduce through a process called fission.
Fission?
Yes, you hear that right? Fission. It means that a single cell copies its DNA and then divides into 2 identical cells. Because each cell comes from a previous cell, there is not much diversity among certain Monera types. They could actually replicate every 20 to 40 minutes. There are some harmful monerans that can cause illness and diseases, and there are others that are essential for us to survive. Moneran are actually very useful organisms. They enrich the soil and serve as an important part of the nitrogen cycle. They are also helpful in the production of some food items and antibiotics. Methanogens play an important role in the treatment of sewage, and many other organisms rely on archaebacteria as their source of food. Lastly, bacteria help break down the dead organism as well as to digest the food in our digestive system. To sum it all up, monerans, aside from being the oldest of all organisms, are also the most wonderful. They are comprised by a complex and amazing family of bacteria. You may not able to see them easily, but surely they are around you. Some on your skin, on your mouth, and some are even living in your organs. But don't be scared of them. Just try to be far away as possible from those which can potentially infect and harm you. Moneran are actually of a great use in our environment. They greatly affect the balance in our ecosystem by serving as somewhat a decomposer. They can practically help us, especially in farming and agriculture. So from, what kingdom is the bacteria from again?
Kingdom Monera!
Now you know.
That's amazing. I didn't know that. I guess I should be thankful then.
Okay people, class dismissed. You may now evaporate.
Oh, it's already time. I guess we should now be moving to our classes.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye! See you next time.